What's up, everybody? It's Hugo Clutch Crypto coming at you with a new video. It's been a crazy week in the markets, and I am so excited to talk about this portfolio update we have for y'all. This portfolio has been doing really well, and let's jump right in. So looking at the portfolio, you can see a lot of green. In the percent increase column, all of the positions are doing really well, and I am proud of that. Also, just excited for the crypto space as a whole after everything that's going on. Don't have a lot of time, so I won't do an in-depth breakdown of the market, but I'll just talk about kind of the positions and a brief outlook of this week. We have HBAR at my biggest percent increase at 80% since entry. We're in at 0.15 and it's now 0.27. It got pretty high. I think it got to 0.29 or 0.3 maybe, and that's just fantastic. It's performing really well for me. It started off as just a 3% position, I believe. Started off as a 4% position, and now it is at 5.4% of the portfolio. So it's performing really well, outperforming the rest of the portfolio. We also have Algorand coming in at a 61.1% gain since the entry. That is huge for the program. We've got that big pump for Algorand. Sitting at about 0.29, it was sitting as high as I think 0.32, which is doing really well. I've had Algorand for a long time, a lot of different portfolios that trade it. One of my big bag portfolios has a lot of Algorand, so I'm really excited about the way that it is performing. We also have highlighted here Fartcoin. I don't know if you noticed this from last time, but the position is slightly larger, and this ETH position is 1 ETH smaller. I added a column here for realized gains and losses. I actually sold 1 ETH at $3,536, and I took the gains and took the position and bought Fartcoin with it. I bought more Fartcoin, and as you can see, that position increased. It also increased my average cost in Fartcoin. I'm not too worried about increasing the average cost. I think as money continues to trickle in the markets, the memes will continue to pump and run, and money will flow from larger cap to mid cap to small cap. And that's why I think converting a little bit of the larger cap coin of ETH into Fartcoin is a solid decision for me personally, and that is why I did it. I also changed this column here to entry total value because since I'm adding positions and buying and selling, the entries will increase, and it's no longer going to say starting out at 100K. But that is because we have realized gains. So if you see here, it's $1,105 realized gains, and the value of my positions is just about that, the 100K plus the gain, minus $7 for fees and a little bit of the spread. So nothing too much to worry about there. But that is kind of how the status of the portfolio is looking. We have gained $42,000 in just 21 days. That is crazy outperformance. We want to get this challenge done by December, and I think right now we are definitely on pace to do so. And the plan here is that things continue to rally. However, after such a crazy week in the market with everything being focused on crypto and a lot of legislation being focused on crypto, I wouldn't be shocked to see a little bit of a cool off, maybe some sideways to down action, maybe this week and next. But also, I wouldn't be shocked to see a next leg up here either. You know, a lot of the retail investors are not here yet. I know I harped on this in other videos, and I'll continue to harp on it, but I really don't think the retail investors are here. Bitcoin dominance has gone down, but it hasn't gone down, a crazy amount. So I would expect Bitcoin dominance to maybe continue to drop and more retail to pile in. But something really that shows retail is Solana is only at $179. Solana is one of the big retail coins, and until that really pumps, I would say that I don't really believe that retail is here yet. I know XRP is another one that a lot of retail has, and everyone on TikTok will shout out, "Oh, XRP is going to $5,000." Well, that's just crazy talk. If it goes above $6, I'll be drastically taking profits. If it goes above $5, I'll be drastically taking profits. Even $4, I'll probably start to cycle some out of my XRP and put it into smaller cap coins. But that is kind of the state of the market, and that is kind of the positions I'm holding, and I wanted to update you on the transaction I made, just so you guys could be kept in the loop. I'll leave with a quick Easter egg. I didn't buy this token in this portfolio, and I don't really recommend people to buy it unless they really know what they're doing with DEX screeners and how to use a Phantom wallet and other things. But there's a coin that I just bought a good amount of, and it is called Goliath. It is a token that is only 600,000 market cap, I believe, 700,000 market cap. I just threw I threw $1.5 grand into it at I think 700,000 market cap, 600,000 market cap, and that is a position that's extremely high risk. I'm probably gonna sell half at 1.4 million market cap, so I can be riding on pure profit. Or if it keeps going down and goes down, then I'm just out of luck. But I truly do think that the risk on environment is starting to come our way. I don't think it's fully here. I think we're still in risk off. But as more and more money piles into crypto and other riskier assets, I will start to rotate more and more money of mine into more riskier and riskier investments as the risk on approach continues to happen. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your time, and hopefully we can get this challenge done by December. Comment what you think I should do next in the portfolio.